This episode of Rooted and Reaching is brought to you by the Proof of Concept Fund, a microgrant fund from startup South Bend Elkhart. Got an idea but no traction yet? Proof of Concept offers equity-free grants of up to $5,000 to early-stage entrepreneurs in the South Bend Elkhart region. Funds you can put towards things like prototyping, market testing, or customer acquisition. No giving up equity, no strings beyond documenting and sharing your progress. If you're building a scalable startup with a shot at national or global market, this could be your bridge to the next milestone. Proof of Concept is accepting new applications on a rolling basis, and you can learn more and apply at startupsoutbendelkhart.com.
Welcome to a special mini-season of Rooted and Reaching, recorded live during Idea Week. For 1 week, the South Bend Elkhart region becomes a magnet for builders, dreamers, and doers. And this year, we grabbed the mic and started talking. In this series, you'll hear from local entrepreneurs who are doing the real work of building here, alongside some interesting voices who traveled here from outside the region to be part of Idea Week. Same energy, different angles. Some of these conversations are about hometown grit, others bring a fresh outside perspective on what makes this place worth paying attention to. Either way, you're getting an unfiltered look at what's happening when this region's entrepreneurship energy is at its peak. Let's get into it.
Valerie, thank you for joining us today on this very impromptu version of Rooted and Reaching as part of Idea Week 2026.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. So the reason you're here is because as part of Idea Week 2026, we did a design contest. And here it is right here. You can see my shirt. So we had a number of submittals, and one of those submittals was voted on and won, and it was yours.
Yay! Yeah.
Tell us, how did you hear about it? And I'll ask about your background in a minute, but tell us, like, where did you hear about it, and where did the ideas come from?
Yeah, of course. I still have a great relationship with my former boss. I'm recently a mom, and so I quit to raise my daughter, but she's the one that emailed me one day and was like, I think this is something you'd enjoy doing, because I'm a graphic designer by trade. And I was like, sure, I'll give it a shot. And more than anything, I was just having fun because I hadn't had a design project in so long. And I just really enjoyed getting back in the saddle and creating this design, and you guys chose it, so thanks.
Yes, yeah, we were pretty thrilled. Yeah, I'm an architect myself, so, and I don't always do a lot of design, and I know the feeling of kind of getting back into it. It's almost like therapeutic to have a chance to think creatively a little bit about something.
Definitely.
Yeah. So background as a graphic designer, you worked here in the region for a firm, or?
Not for a firm per se. I've worked for a lot of community-oriented organizations.
Okay.
I worked for museums, most recently for the Venues, Parks, and Arts Department at the City of South Bend.
Excellent.
Yeah, I did a bunch of just design projects. You might see a few of them around the city.
That's great.
And yeah, nonprofits as well I've worked with. I just really enjoy working with other small businesses because I believe you don't have to be this big, rich, money-making company to have good design. And I enjoy just adorning small businesses.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So Idea Week is about entrepreneurship and innovation, arts and culture. Do you consider yourself an entrepreneur?
I think I have to. I think it's always been such a big word to me, entrepreneur. And now I realize why it is, because it is such a huge behemoth task to kind of like take on all of that responsibility. But at the same time, it's such a wonderful way to just meet the people in your community, because you don't realize how many people are entrepreneurs. Yes. I think I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs without even knowing that.
Is that right?
Yeah, I just thought, this is what my dad does and this is what my mom does. And
were they starting businesses, or were they?
Yes,
they were. Okay.
My mom had multiple businesses growing up. She had a very successful wedding consulting business.
Okay.
And so I grew up going to at least 2 weddings every weekend just to help with the dresses, the decorations, and the cakes and everything.
Yeah.
And my dad, he had his own business. He was actually the first person in the country that I'm from, Zimbabwe, to start geographic information systems. So he started the company that everybody got to learn this software.
Okay.
Maybe 30 years ago now.
Okay.
So yeah, he did everything himself. And like I said, that's probably why I never considered myself an entrepreneur, because I grew up in that.
Yeah, it just seemed like this is just the normal thing. That's normal thing. What do you think your mom or your dad would say to an entrepreneur here that was afraid to get started?
Probably that it's only scary if you do it alone. And that community really is, there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go, together. And I think growing up, I grew up around just so much, I keep saying community, but that's how I grew up as an African, so much community that I didn't realize that they were such a pivotal part of why my parents had so much success in the entrepreneurial field. And so moving to the United States, that has been my biggest blessing and my biggest hurdle, is how to reach a brand new community in a way that's authentic, because I think a lot of entrepreneurship has a lot of, just performative, aspects to the community aspect. And so I want to still be authentic and actually make genuine relationships that can be used to propel other people forward in their field.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're a full-time mom right now.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you're willing to take on motherhood, entrepreneurship seems easy compared to that, maybe.
Yeah. For sure. But it's also a great opportunity, I think, for my daughter to get to see firsthand all the wonderful things a woman can be. And, from the safety of her own home. I love that I can show her, what hard work is, but also like what a healthy work-life balance looks like.
And what does it look like? Because I am not sure.
You know what? Once I figured it out, you're gonna get my book or something.
I think I need that.
Yeah, for sure. For now, we're not sleeping because she's 7 months old.
Well, yeah.
But I really am hoping that the same way I grew up looking at my mother and my father, that she can look up to me and see that the world is just full of people that she can befriend and cling on to, and that's how you really succeed in the world, not by climbing on top of people, but by clinging on to them.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And your aspirations as a graphic designer, as an artist, where do you want to go from here?
Oh my gosh, I just started like an actual agency, and I would love to grow in such a way that I bring on the next generation. I am very blessed in that I never got a formal education in graphic design. When I was starting out, I lived in South Africa and they didn't have graphic design as a career path or even as a course in university. And I was studying occupational therapy at the time.
Oh, no kidding. It's quite different,
Very different. And so I'm just the product of so many people taking a chance on me and paying my bills, or, paying for my diploma in graphic design or whatever it is. And so my way to pay that forward is to start an agency that invests in young people, whether they're in high school or college age and might not have access to graphic design education, because it does get pricey, and actually give them real life experience by, just teaching them little bits and bobs about design. And if that's something they want to do as a career path, then I can guide them to show them the ropes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Valerie, thank you for being on the show. Thank you. And congratulations on the award.
Thank you.
And the prints. Oh, we should have brought one of the little prints in to show the design, because we did these beautiful prints in bright colors.
Thank you so much.
It looks really special.
Yeah, this was an honor. I'm so glad I did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us too. Thanks.